Hey, the Illini are back in action, coming up win against Northwestern the other day. Today, they host the Ohio State Buckeyes, who come in a season that they are going to want to forget. So, a few minutes to go. Before we tip off, let's quickly kind of break down this matchup if we will. And one that I think will be a lot closer than people may expect. And here's my reason why. Illinois really struggles on the road. They're 4-6. We've seen them not being able to handle environments. We've seen them go cold shooting-wise on the road. When we've seen Ohio State, they have had many spurts on the season, but most of their spurts have come at home because they're 7-6 at home. They're 1-9 on the road. It's been a really bad season for Chris Holtmann's squad. And we haven't seen that from Ohio State these last few years. I believe they were ranked in the preseason poll. Whole different story here in 2023 as they have lost 9 in a row. So Illinois, they've kind of played down to their competition, but sometimes they've played up to their competition. So today they've got to come out firing on the road in an atmosphere that can be tough at Ohio State, and this is they're going to need this win. Very key, because if we look at the Big Ten standings, a win today ties them with Indiana at 29 overall and 11-7 in the Big Ten. They're currently sitting at 4th. That would tie them for 3rd, just behind, obviously, Northwestern and Purdue. Ohio State, just trying to get some momentum going before we hit Big Ten tournament play and even NCAA tournament. Well, not NCAA tournament. They aren't going to make the tournament, but we'll find out. Illinois, for Illinois, they have won in a row. They've had a hard time finding streaks this season. They've kind of won 3. They hadn't lost 2 in a row since the other day after they lost to Indiana and Penn State back-to-back. But today they're trying to get on a winning streak going into the Big Ten tournament. And when we hit NCAA tournament, they've had success in the Big Ten tournament. It just has not transferred over to the NCAA tournament. So they're trying to find that medium today. And it's going to be against a physical Ohio State squad, but a depleted one. They've had a few guys out for injuries for some of the season. But they're a young team. Ohio State, they're a young team. Roddy Gale Jr., he's only a freshman, but he's shown some bright spots. Bruce Thornton, a big guy, or not a big guy, 6'2", 215, the freshman. Also another key piece that'll be key in the future. Bryce Sensabaugh leads the team in points, 7th in the Big Ten in points. He's a freshman just coming in. So they've got all these bright young guys. But they've also got seniors. They don't have that many in between. So it'll be interesting to see their recruiting that Chris Holtmann can get done. And it's almost kind of the opposite for Illinois. They've got a lot of seniors. They've got a few transfers in Terrence Shannon, Matthew Meyer. Those are both seniors. But luckily, Dane Danger, Coleman Hawkins, a sophomore, junior, respectively. They're going to need to step up these next few years. Luke Goody as well, Jaden Epps and Sincere Harris. It's a bright program for Illinois. They've just got to use their pieces, and Brad Underwood has to keep his recruiting game that he's had. He's had a pretty good recruiting game these last few years. He's going to need to keep that up if the Illini want to be successful in the years to come, and if they want to be successful today as they host, or as they go on the road to Columbus at Value City Arena, a very beautiful Value City Arena, to play the Ohio State Buckeyes. This is the last, well, not the last, second to last Illinois game I'm going to be watching on TV this year. As next week on Thursday, I'm going to the game and sitting with the radio guys and Brian Barnhart and Deion Thomas. So that'll be fun. But one final commercial break before we get going. A good old-fashioned Big Ten rivalry. Ohio State, they're good at a lot of sports. They've been good at basketball over these last few years. But it's not been their season. When you lose 9 straight, I mean, it's hard. But it's not been their season. Sorry about that. It's hard. But they've got to find a way to keep fighting. They've got to find a way to stay in it. Pull off an upset against Illinois, who, if a win, if they can win today, there's slight chance that they're going to be ranked. If they can win Thursday, they're probably going to be ranked come next Monday. We're going to see starting lineups. It's Jayden Epps. I guess they took that off the screen too quick. Chris Holtmann walking down the bench, giving some fist pumps to his guys. Good coach. That has not gotten the good result you're hoping for. Still a good crowd on tap. A lot of energy in the building at Value City Arena. Trying to pull off a win from, let's see, 2 states over, Ohio, Indiana. Ooh, Illinois in their navies, which we've seen them flash out only a few times this season. It'll be Dain Dainja going up against Felix Opara to jump it off. The 6'11", the 6'9", and it's Opara with that height advantage winning it back, but it's quickly tipped out of bounds by Jayden Epps, and it'll be Ohio State basketball. And we're off and running with our first whistle coming just through. No, it's Illinois basketball, pardon me. Meyer will inbound. Top of the key, Jayden Epps. Off and running here from Value City Arena. Nice little cycle there. Pull up 3, Meyer. And that's not what you want to see if you're Brad Underwood. You get some good movement, but Meyer, who was very 3-happy, just chucks one up and missed it short. Last 7 meetings have been decided by 9 or fewer points. Interesting stat there. Here's Roddy Gale Jr. That's freshman I was talking about. Thornton comes in with the drive, and we'll spin it back up high to Bryce Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh in with the right hand, tried to lob it up to Opara. It's batted away, Dainja. Epps to Shannon, who runs the floor. Left wing, top the key, Epps. Fakes the 3, gets it to Meyer. He'll take it, and he'll hit it. The Illini are on the board first. It is Matthew Meyer knocking down his first 3 of the day. Now at the left wing. Drive, floater, left short from Gale Jr. Coleman Hawkins, the big man bringing it up with speed, and he scores. Coleman Hawkins, soft touch off the window. The Illini, 5 straight to start this game, just over a minute in. And a good start. They're getting out in transition. Ohio State looking for the answer. That one's knocked away by Hawkins. Look out. Euro step. But he missed the layup. Rattled around but stays out. Now Ohio State will push it. Fast-paced start to this game. Thornton top the key. Works in with a left-hand jumper from the free throw line. Nothing but net, and Ohio State cuts the deficit back to 3. Meyer to Hawkins. Hawkins backdoor, Epps, shot fake, and he lost the handle on it. Opara on the Illinois turnover. They turn it over a lot. Thornton, he's got 4 already as he hits a jumper from that same spot. So now Ohio State with 4 unanswered of their own. Shannon, Hawkins. Left wing, Dainja at the free throw line, handoff Shannon. He got pushed and just put the shot up. No call. Shannon with a poke check and a turnover, but he missed the wide open 3. Bruce Thornton grabs the rebound. Averages just under 3 of those per game. Looked like an alley-oop try there, ended up going off the hoop, and it missed. Now Meyer. Left wing, he's given a little shove there by Sewing. And we'll slow things back up to Jayden Epps. Epps to Meyer. Meyer jabs to his right. Epps top the key 3. Too far right. And the Illini start cold from beyond the arc. Ohio State now can take their first lead of the game. Sewing left wing as the Illini have gone cold these last few possessions. Off the screen, Sensabaugh, back to Opara, lost the handle but got it back, and he touched it off the window and in. 6 unanswered for the Buckeyes. Felix Opara, 10th in the Big Ten in blocks, gets it going on the offensive end there. Jaden Epps to Matthew Meyer. Meyer off Dangerous screen. Works it back to the right wing. Meyer to Hawkins, top the key. Hawkins, Epps. Jaden Epps. Works his way in. Stutter step! But he missed the touch. He missed the, what do you call that? The finger roll short. And it's knocked out of bounds to Ohio State. Keys to the game to CBS. Keep Illinois off the glass for Ohio State. And then Illinois don't let Ohio State into the paint. Obviously, Dangerous said key. Get you down there along with Opara. Ohio State's got size. Everybody's above 6'4", except for Bruce Thornton. But, I mean, he can do it with his weight. 1-2-15. He's a big threat, too. He's got the ball here, bringing it up the floor. Made it off Sensabaugh, now suing Thornton. Thornton, fouled by Jaden Epps. Inbound to Thornton. Next stoppage will be the under-16 media timeout. Suing. Justice Suing to Thornton. He gets his pick and roll, and his jumper from the free throw line is good once again. Bruce Thornton has 6 early on. His averages around 30 minutes per game, so we'll see plenty of him today. He's starting his 29th game out of 29 today. Started all 28 previously. Hawkins left wing 3. There's the answer! Coleman Hawkins, oh baby! He's not afraid to pull up, but he cannot often hit. But there we see him able to knock one down. To tie the score 8, Thornton backdoor. Gale Jr. wide open dunk as Luke Goody, who checks onto the floor for Illinois, lost him in some traffic. And Ohio State responds again. Epps. Like Akili at the table to check in for Ohio State. Hawkins fights his way through and gets it to the right wing. Goody. Hawkins fakes the 3 and gets it top the key. Shannon. Terrence Shannon with 10 to shoot. Hawkins fakes another 3 and works in with the left hand. At the left elbow. Hawkins. Hook shot. Missed it wide left. Jaden Epps also at the table to check in for Illinois at the next stoppage, which will be the under-16. Thornton to Suing. Suing spins off Rogers and did not get the favorable home roll. Illinois trying to push it. Ty Rogers, a great defender, but he can get it going on the offensive end. He's bumped from behind by Suing. And when we come back, Ty Rogers will be heading to the line for Illinois. The 31% free throw shooter has not had a lot of attempts, but he'll get a look when we come back. 14:29 to go in the first half. Good start to this one. Fast pace. We're off and running in Columbus, Illinois, Ohio State. We're back right after this. Well, a good start to this game. Fast pace back and forth. Illinois started the game on a 5-0 run before Ohio State came back with 8 in a row of their own. Hawkins already with 5 for the Illini. Meyer had the other 3. And then it's been the Bruce Thornton game for Ohio State with 6. He's got Opara to help him out and Gale to help him out, both with 2. So as I was saying earlier, big game for Illinois. They're tied for 4th in the Big Ten with Michigan and Maryland. Now, obviously, Michigan's overall record does not show that. But boy, is it going to be a big game in Champaign on Thursday for the Big Ten standings, and a win will go a long way today for Illinois for that Michigan game coming up. Then Illinois also is going to need a lot of help. They're going to need to win out. They're going to need Purdue and Northwestern they're going to need Purdue to pretty much lose the rest of their games, so it'll be a big game when Illinois does play Purdue in the final regular season game. First matchup between the two squads of the season. So looking forward to that. Right now, Illinois, from Jerry Palm, projected as an 8 seed. Had 5 wins versus AP top 25 teams, and that's the most in the Big Ten. Strength of schedule, though, 1-11. Net ranking 31. Record versus Quad 1, which I don't know what Quad 1 is, but 3-8. So Ty Rodgers will, after that foul that ended that little first break there without the under-16 timeout. Ty Rodgers was bumped and fouled. He shoots 31% from the line. 2.8 per game. 6'6", 200, freshman. I'm telling you, this is one of those guys that's going to be a key part of the program in the years to come. First free throw is good. And now this one to tie with a little under 15 to play in the first half. Rodgers rattles the second one in and out, and Ohio State holds on to a 1-point lead. Thornton. Cross over to the right. Crosses half court. I love this court. It's a very nice looking court here at Value City Arena. Thornton to Sewing. Sewing right wing. Sensabaugh. Steps around Rodgers. Now spins. Fade away. Tough shot. And he gets the favorable home bounce. As that bounced about 5 feet in the air before plopping right down through the mesh. Ohio State up 3. Illinois 1 for 7 in their last 7 attempts. Sincere Harris out there has the ball at the left wing, gets it to the big man. Dane Danger at the free throw line. Hands off Rodgers. Rodgers wants Meyer, but he wasn't there. Instead goes to the corner. Sincere Harris for 3. He got it, but we had a whistle before, I believe. I don't know what we called. Maybe a foul away from the ball. Looks like that's going to be the case. So we had a foul on Micah Keeley, his first. Meyer, right wing, Danger. Danger. Backing down, kicks to Meyer. Top of the key, 3 too long. Why is Dane Danger not putting that basketball up? He's got a size advantage in there. Said he kicked it at the Meyer, who's been cold to start today's game. He does have 1-3, but he's attempted a lot. Sewing slows it down. Bryce Sensabaugh, Thornton. Wheel action. There's Micah Keeley. Micah Keeley fakes it to Sewing and will now bounce it to him. Sewing right wing. Darts in. Now works it to the left. Sewing under duress gets it to Sensabaugh. Shot fake. Step back. He's fouled from behind as Meyer caught him on the head. He does not like that call, but it was the right one. Matthew Meyer. He is off to a bad start. What is new? He fell for the shot fake and then try. Ooh! Now I see a replay. I don't know about that. 13:06 to go in the first half. It's Bryce Sensabaugh at the free throw line. Over 80% at the line. Leads the team in points. 7th in the Big Ten in points. Just under 25 minutes a game. That's how elite he is. Under 25 minutes a game, and he's still able to get 7th in the Big Ten in points. Still average 16 a game. He's shooting 3 here, and he got the first 2. Now looking to make it Ohio State's biggest lead today as Terrence Shannon checks back into the game. Is he going in for Meyer? I hope so. Yes. See, Rodgers has like a Keeley, but it won't matter as Sensabaugh goes 3 for 3. In comes Eugene Brown. Missed the first 13 games of the season. Since return, the 6'6 junior. Rogers, full court press for Ohio State. Illinois able to break it. Sincere Harris. I love this kid. He's a great defender, but he's also got over 3 points per game, and that pass telegraphed nicely and knocked out of bounds by Suing. $12:50 to go in the first half. One into Harris. He's pressured. He's got 8 to shoot. Out to Rogers. Rogers with 5. Rogers. Shannon with 3 is an offensive foul. I'd like to see a replay of that. I don't know. It almost looked like Thornton was in the restricted area. Shannon split 2 defenders, snuck right in. He's in the restricted area. His left foot is in the restricted area. I believe. Is that only reviewable under 2 minutes? I was watching the game the other day where they reviewed that outside of 2 minutes. But here it's a makeup call. Block or offensive foul on Sean McNeil for a moving screen. Fouls are 3 aside. Sean McNeil, right when he gets on the court, is his first foul. Ohio State's lost 14-15. They've got 10 new players on the roster. Started 4 true freshmen in the last 3 games. Only picked up 11 wins, which is the fewest in Chris Holtman's career. Danger spinning in! Left it short. Danger can't be strong when he gets in there today for some reason. Like Akili, the kick and the Thornton 3. He missed it long. Harris going up for the rebound. It's batted around to Shannon, who will get credit for that one. He's got almost 5 rebounds per game. An elite defender and rebounder on the offensive end. He missed the floater. Thornton jumps up to pull that one down. He's another great rebounder with almost 3 per game. Thornton darches in with the left hand and scores. Bruce Thornton using his speed to his ability, and the Illini want a timeout. That'll act as the under 12 timeout. Illinois. Really embarrassing. We saw that comeback against Northwestern, but they have not been able to come out fast on the road. And Ohio State struggled to come out fast at home or on the road. They just, why can't we take advantage of it? It's getting bad in Champaign. I mean, the 19-9 record wouldn't show it, but I really don't like the style of play we're playing. Because Brad Underwood said at the beginning of the season, I want us to not really run as much offense. I want us to just chuck up threes, use our shooting ability to our advantage. But we don't have that shooting ability. Danger's got a big size, but he needs to be stronger with the basketball. I think Shannon's the playmaker. He led the comeback against Northwestern. We got to get him the ball. Harris and Rogers are good guys as well. And instead of having Meyer chuck up all the threes, let Epps take one every once in a while. Get those rebounders in there. Come on now. I don't know if this is more of a player's fault or a Brad Underwood fault. But it doesn't seem like we're playing it as the game goes along. We're playing it. We're playing it like we practice it. We aren't going with the punches. So to say, we're just kind of like we had a game plan. We're gonna follow this. If it doesn't work out, we don't know what to do. That's almost what it feels like. Hey, Northwestern the other day. What happened in the second half? We figured it out. But we got to be able to start fast in the tournament because with those teams, we can't get behind and have that great hope to come back. So Illinois with only 9 points. They only scored 19 in the entire first half against Northwestern, which they were down 37-19 at half. Ended up coming back and winning that game. 66-62. That was at the State Farm Center. Here with 11:54 to go. They've got 9 points. 5 of those from Hawkins, 3 of them from Meyer, 1 of them from Rogers. Sensabaugh's heating up. He's got 5. Thornton has 8. Gale and Opara both with 2. It's Illinois basketball. 0 points off the rebound so far in this game. Meyer double teamed in the corner. Has to heave it up to Harris, who will drive in with the right hand. Harris now lobs it back up for Meyer. Meyer with 10 to shoot, top of the key. He's just going to go one-on-one and chuck up a 3. Ran into Sewing. Now he'll kick to Harris. Harris, the lefty, for 3. Missed it. Danger. Out of bounds. It's Illinois basket. No! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Sorry, my fan got aside of me there. Whoa! In what world is that? It's Cameron Green. Big Ten refs just hate Illinois. That's my theory. It's okay. Like Achille. Out there for Ohio State. Handed off for McNeil. McNeil drives in with the left hand. McNeil looking for help. He got it like Achille. Like Achille to the paint. And he got stripped. And then like Achille committed a foul on Meyer as both the boys went to the floor. Like Achille got the best of Meyer. And it is Ohio State's 4th team foul. Illini with the ball as Meyer's back on the floor. I do not like how he plays the game. I don't. I mean, that's like Achilles' 2nd foul, by the way. I hate him. I'm sick of him. He just does one-on-one every time, and we can't score the ball. He's not even moving away from the ball. There he has it. Now he'll just step back and fake the 3. Now he's got it in the backdoor cut, but he can't even catch it. Rings off for Sewing. Beats Hawkins to the rim, and he touches it off the window and in. Hawkins just got all crossed up here, but Melendez looking to catch. Ohio State sleeping! Jay Melendez! Oh, he can fly, can he? The one-hand flush. That looks to get his guys going. Melendez just caught Ohio State kind of napping on the way back down the court, and it's an 8-point game. Sewing by Brown. Brown to McNeil for 3. No. Brown, nice rebound, and the putback. Brown was the smallest guy in there. I mean, he's 6'6", but there was Hawkins down there and a few big bodies, but he was able to go up and get the rebound. Now Harris open 3 left wing. He missed it, rattled around. Hawkins is tripped. No call. He's one into the refs, and he's slow to get back, which leads to a great look for Roddy Gale, but he can't come up with it. Now the kick to Shannon. Shannon, Meyer, top the key 3. That time Matthew Myers got it. Atta baby. It's a 14-21 game. They're within 7. And let's see if that heats Matthew Meyer up. Get him in his rhythm, because, I mean, once he gets in a rhythm, he's fine. When he's out of his rhythm, it's ugly looking. 20-plus points in quite a few games here for Meyer. Sewing. Baseline. Now he'll cut it back to the middle. Sewing up on Meyer, and that's poor defense for Matthew Meyer, who just looks gassed out there. Trading baskets not favoring the Illini. Terrence Shannon. He'll just pull up from long range, and that's about as stupid as a shot as you will see, with no rebounders, and Brad Underwood is infuriated. Like Achille, find some open space, but we'll leave it back at the top of the key. Sewing off the pick and roll. McNeil tried to step back on Melendez. It wasn't there, so he gets it back to Sewing, who has it with 7 to shoot. Justice Sewing taking a sweet time. Step back on Hawkins. He airballed, and it's out of bounds to the Illini. Underwood talking to Shannon as he comes off the floor. I mean, that was a really poor shot. Jaden Epps is back in for Illinois along with Ty Rogers in this 9-point game. 8.5 to play in the first. Illinois trails by 9. Rogers, backdoor Meyer. The pass was a bit too hot to handle. Meyer will instead get it to Hawkins. Long range 3. Big rebound. kept on their side of half court by Epps. And now Epps gets the Illini another free possession. Meyer, long three, stupid, but Rogers elevates and had it pop in and out of his hands. Why is Meyer shooting that three? Stop chucking three. We have taken 12 threes in the first 12 minutes of the game. Oh my gosh. Thornton working on X. Gets it to Sensabaugh, who's in on Hawkins. Sensabaugh spins, and he was heavily guarded by Hawkins, who will now run the floor. Coleman Hawkins drives in, but he missed the layup. Missed layup's the story in that loss to Indiana a few games ago by Illinois. Sensabaugh, Gale, wide open three, Brown, hit it. It's a 12-point game. And they're riled up in Columbus. Illinois on the ropes early. Epps and Rogers. Ty Rogers. Into that semicircle. He misses a layup. Illinois can't make a shot to save their game life. 5 of 22 from the field for Illinois. They're a bad shooting team. Oh, there's a good steal by Hawkins on the pass. Hawkins! Oh, baby! And one! Coleman Hawkins, he's had a few highlight reel dunks these last few weeks. He goes up and over and the one-hand slam. And he'll take a trip to the line after this timeout. Up and over Eugene Brown. Why don't you, Coleman Hawkins? He'll have a chance to make it a 9-point game when we come back. Under 8 timeout. There's 6:40 to go in the first half. Illinois coming out of the gate slow, but that Hawkins dunk looks to get them back in the game. 26-16, we've hit the under 8. Well, we're back at it here after the under 8 timeout. Illinois, 3 of 11 from 2. They've taken more 3-pointers than they have 2. That's embarrassing. Ohio State does have 7 turnovers, but Illinois has been able to only grab 5 off those turnovers. And here was the key to the game they said at the beginning. Keep Ohio State out of the paint. Illinois has not been able to do that. They've looked slow. They just haven't come out prepared. 16 points in the paint for the Buckeyes. A lot of those in the form of Bruce Thornton. We've seen Sensabaugh get through a few times. Roddy Gale a few times. But it's been the Bruce Thornton show early on. So he's already up to 8. All their starters have put up at least a point. Gale with 2, Thornton with 8, Opara with 2, Sewing with 4, and Sensabaugh with 5. Illinois out of the break. It'll be a free throw really quick here. Then they look to find a way to get back in this one. They were able to handle adversity nicely in that Northwestern game, as they just would not get away. They would not go away. They ultimately would win that one late. Coleman Hawkins, new haircut for him. Shooting the and one. Illinois, a bad free throw shooting team. Under 70%, and that represents it there as Hawkins can't knock that one down. I mean, he's under 70% as well. He's no good free throw shooter either. Sewing wanted the backdoor to Gale. It wasn't there, so now Sewing will hand it off to McNeil at the left wing. McNeil elevates over Melendez and hits. What a three. Not every guy in the league can do that, but McNeil can. His scoring ability, pretty underrated. The West Virginia transfer, 9.6 per game. Ty Rogers, Coleman Hawkins. Illinois needs something to go their way. Epps looking to find it. In on two defenders. And he gets the roll in the layup. Jaden Epps. We saw that a lot at Indiana to keep the Illini close in that game. We're going to need more drives in close. We're going to need more of Jaden Epps, I feel, in this game. What's up with Zed Key? Where is he? Why isn't he playing? We'll figure it out. Sensabaugh. Gale. Right wing McNeil. McNeil top the key. Watch him pull up. Melendez, great D. Lost the handle, but got it back. Sensabaugh drives baseline with the right hand. Wraps it around to Sewing. Sewing triple 10. And he still is able to get that one to go. Sewing just evades three defenders and with one on the shot clock, able to put it up. Hawkins wants a timeout. He's not going to get it. He's whining to Brad under... I never knew college kids could whine as much as Coleman Hawkins. He's got it at the top of the key, handed off to Goody. No, he faked the handoff and instead gives it off to Ty Rogers. Rogers at the block. Rogers backing his way down. Ty Rogers! Nicely done! As he gets the nice finish. Ty Rogers. To 11, but we've just been trading baskets as Ohio State has had an answer for everything Illinois has done. Thornton gets the screen and works it in on Epps, stops left wing. Now Gale, top the key, handed off McNeil. McNeil, another long jumper. That time it's too strong. Rogers goes up with one hand to pull in the rebound. Epps runs the floor, lobs it up. Hawkins, stupid play as he had Gale going back. Epps just lobbed it up, but left it way too short. Sensabaugh, rejected by Rogers. Ty Rogers, an elite defender for Illinois. He's only 6'6", but he goes up on the 6'6" Sensabaugh there. Brought that one away. Illinois, they have height, and they use it. They block almost 6 shots per game. Third most in Division I. We've already got 2 today. 4:15 to go in the first half. McNeil up to like a Keeling. Now McNeil, he had a wide open lane to the bucket. And he makes it a 13-point game. Illinois bench silenced. It's a must win for this race in the Big Ten. Meyer backdoor. Epps! He's fouled. I think that Illinois, as we're going to go to the under 4 timeout, they don't have too many strong guys. Like, we have size. We don't have any aggressive, strong guys. Like, Ohio State, they're just driving at will, and they're just backing down. Here, instead of backing down, we're kicking and settling for threes. They're Epps. He only gets hit by one guy, and then he just kind of like, blah, and he almost airballs it from 2 feet away from the hoop. He can't go up strong and get an and one, or at least put that one close. I don't know. Hey, we're almost 40 minutes into the stream. We're going to take another break. Under 4, Illinois looking sluggish in half number 1. Almost halftime, though. They need to get there ahead in the game here at the end of the first. They get close, and then maybe come out firing here at the end of the second. Well, like reading Twitter at commercial breaks, and what I just saw, somebody said, this is our 5th game in 12 days. That's tough, especially when you had a physical one against Northwestern where we had to come back. But here you're coming off an Ohio State team. They've lost 9 in a row. They've lost their last 5 to Northwestern, Michigan State, Iowa, Purdue, and Penn State. All very physical, tough teams. They should be tired too. Everybody's going to be tired. So why are we coming out sluggish when they aren't? And also, here's what I don't get about basketball gods. Everybody always shoots lights out against us. If Thornton continues having the game like he's having, he's going to have a career day. There have been, I think it was 8 games this season where somebody has had a career high in points against us. Jalen Pickett, a guy from Northwestern the other night. I mean, is it bad luck or bad play? I don't know, but it's frustrating as an Illinois fan. When you look at the AP top 10, Illinois has beat 2 of those teams. They were really close against Virginia, but we can't deliver on stages with teams small as these. It's tough. Epps is at the line after he got fouled there. I said earlier, Illinois, a really bad free throw shooting team, and that was bad looking for him there by Epps. If you can't make your free throws, you can't win. When you're down 13, you need free throws. You need any points you can get to get back in the game. I mean, it's really bad. I don't care that we beat Northwestern because we played awful. We can't deliver on a consistent basis, and when we do deliver, it doesn't look pretty. Epps did get the second one, so it is a 12-point game. As now Ohio State nearly turns it over. Thornton able to corral and keep it in bounds. Suing, right wing, Sensabaugh, like Akili, handoff. Now backdoor Thornton. That's an easy layup. Why are we giving up easy layups to their top guy? Why? You're 17 minutes into the game. Figure it out. Hawkins. Pressure. Gets it to Shannon in with the left hand. Shannon triple teamed. Has to kick it to Epps. Epps can't even handle the pass. Now he's able to grab it between his legs. Epps, 6 to shoot. Look out. Matthew Meyer. Hawkins, 3 to shoot. He doesn't see it. Step back 3 from the big man. He got it. Coleman Hawkins from deep range on the step back as the shot clock was expiring. And he has the answer. Thornton in the final 3 minutes of the first half. Thornton to Gale Jr. Gale Jr. Down goes Sensabaugh. Kick to the corner. Suing for 3. Brick. Meyer elevates for the rebound. Matthew Meyer. The Baylor transfer. All that one in. Meyer, 5th-year senior. First four with Baylor. Came to Illinois. Here's Epps. Epps to Hawkins. Shannon, top the key, works at the left wing and with the left hand. He's absolutely destroyed. And Cameron Green, the official's going ball, when Shannon's on the floor. And it's a travel on the other end for Ohio State. And Sensabaugh tripped a bit. The foul's called. How is that not a foul on Shannon? What world is that old ball? Big Ten refs just confuse me sometimes. Shannon, yet to see the scoreboard today. Meyer, right when it's inbounded, chucks up a 3 from the left wing with no rebounders. Suing to Thornton. Like a Keeley, rather. Now it's Thornton top of the key. Keeps that pivot foot. And a step back three. Got it. There's Thornton. You're looking at a star freshman who's going to be one of the best guys in the Big Ten in these next few years. Meyer to Hawkins. Handed off Shannon. Shannon in with the right hand. He put it up and in. Terrence Shannon. 12-point game. Illinois needs to stop, but they need to go on a run here to end the half. We're in the final 60 seconds. Thornton has all day. It's nice and slow. Here's Thornton. Like a Keeley. Just a Suing. Suing. Stutter steps in. Nice little around the world there. And it's tapped out of bounds to Ohio State as Melendez can't pull in that rebound. You know you're bad when you can't even catch a basketball. Why do I even bother? Timeout. I don't know who called it, but timeout with 45 seconds to go. We'll be right back after a break. So we were talking about earlier, a crucial game in the Big Ten standings. Not an Ohio State side. A win just pushes them to 12-17, 4-14 in the conference. But it's huge for Illinois. With a win, they tie for third in the league. Currently down 12. They had put up 26 points, but the streak continues of guys having career games, teams shooting lights out. Man, it's either bad defense or it's just the luck of the draw. $17 to shoot, 43 in the half. Thornton. And we'll get things going with 10. Sensabaugh right wing. Jab step around Hawkins and on Meyer. Bucket and a foul. What is Meyer doing? I mean, he's standing in the post the entire possession. He's just standing there, and then here he comes. Oh, now I'm going to play defense. And of course it's a foul. And that's how you finish strong. Sensabaugh's got 7 points on 4 rebounds. A good free throw shooting team, just over 70% for Ohio State. Pounds that one home. In comes Suing. The Illini can hold for the final shot, down 15. They were down 37-19. That was 18 at half the other day. Now they're down 15. They're going to need nothing short of a miracle. They're going to need something great to happen in the second half. Shannon looks like he will take the final shot. Still dribbling at the top of the key. Now with 7, dumps it off for Melendez. Not the guy you want with. Meyer just knocked down the stupidest 3 I've ever seen. And Thornton will just chuck one up. And he missed it. Wanted to count it anyway. Meyer with a big 3 at the end of the half. It's a 12-point lead. I mean, it wasn't a great shot whatsoever. Great shot selection. As Brad Underwood will just slowly walk off the court. Ohio State playing with heart. Illinois playing with nothing but tired faces, stunned faces. It's a team that does not look like they have any great chemistry together. It's a team that looks like they just take games for granted. We'll see what Illinois team we will get in the second half. We'll break down the first half and give you preview the second half when we come back after about a 10-minute break or so. Oh, it's been a fun first half. We're ready for the second half. Illinois need of another miracle comeback. as they are losing big to a very bad Ohio State team. We're back after half. Well, we need to break this first half down because it was pretty atrocious. Chicago Hoosier Austin's liking it. Ay. Well, I said earlier, I love Twitter. Illinois Twitter. Illinois fans Twitter, I guess. They love hating, and I would be hating too. Like if I need to get Twitter. It just is hard to set out. But I've always wanted to, so I'm trying to figure that out. But we have one offensive rebound in the first half. Dane Dainja had 0 points. He only took 1 shot. Epps only has 3. Shannon only has 2. Why Thornton for Ohio State's having a great game with 13. McNeil can't miss. Thornton can't miss. We're always bad in the first half, it seems. We scored 19 points the other day. Today we got 29. It's usually going to cut it. What are you giving up 41 to a team that only scores 73 a game in the first half? Come on now. We only allow, 65 per game? Come on now. I mean, the defense just looks lackadaisical. All these freshmen for Ohio State, I said, they've got a great freshman class. They're going to be very good in these years to come. But our offensive execution has been poor. We've been moving the ball nicely, but we have not been aggressive driving to the hole. We've been settling for fadeaways or threes. We haven't been getting it to guys who like to drive, like Epps and Harris. Epps have barely been on the floor. Same with Dainja. It's been Meyer, Hawkins, Shannon. I don't like Meyer Hawkins. I don't like Meyer and Hawkins. Meyer chucks up too many threes. Hawkins makes too many. He forces too many plays. Shannon can make plays, but he hasn't had the ball enough today, and his shot selection's been a little rough as well. So that's where I'm at. Agree or disagree, but if we win, we're tied with Indiana in both overall record and Big Ten record. Like we should have a whole lot bigger approach to this game because we have stuff to play for. We have seeding to play for. We have momentum to play for heading into the Big Ten tournament. We've got all that to play for, but yet we still come out of sleep because we think 11-17 Ohio State is going to play like 11-17 Ohio State. If we were 11-17 and Ohio State was 19-9, we'd be coming out firing too because we want to win these games. We got to expect that other team's going to want to beat us just as much as we want to beat them. But it almost looks like we don't want to beat them right now. So one offensive rebound for a team that has around 40 per game and like 30 of those are on the offensive side. Or excuse me, like half of those are on the offensive side. No. Be aggressive. And part of the reason we don't have we just have one offensive rebound is because we're chucking up threes without having rebounders down low. Illinois shooting lonely 39% from the field. Ohio State is 61%. Buckeyes have 24 in the paint. Illinois only with 12. They have not gotten enough penetration and close. Illinois only has 9 rebounds, while Ohio State's almost close to their average with 23. They average 36 a game. And Hawkins leads the Illinois with 10. And now you just gave Ohio State, like we came out of the gate, scored 5 early ones. We were in transition. If it works in the first minute and you get them tired and fast break in the first minute, you're probably going to be able to get them tired at the end of the first half. Like if something works, keep going. And that's what I'm saying. Like they play too much with the script. Like Brad Underwood said, start fast. Oh, okay, let's start fast and then let's lay back and get into our offense. No, if you have an opening and fast break, go. And when I say, like we had this happen a few times in the first half, when I say push the ball. Don't lob it up for an alley-oop from half court. Run and go to the basket, get fouled, take it to the free throw line, even though nobody on this team can shoot free throws. At least make Ohio State uncomfortable in that situation, right? Up over an hour on the stream. Start the second half. Could be Illinois basketball coming out of the break. Or excuse me, Ohio State basketball coming out of the break. Illinois trailed by 17 the other day at half at Northwestern. Do they have another comeback in them today? They're going to need it. I'll tell you that much. Hey, we're going to take one break before we get to the second half. Illinois in need of a comeback. One final commercial break, one final timeout, and we're coming right back. Hey, welcome back. We start half number 2. Illinois down 12. They were in need of a big second half comeback. They have the ability. We saw it the other day against Northwestern, but the Buckeyes playing with a chip on their shoulder. They've lost 9 in a row, and Illinois trying to push to third in the Big Ten. Buckeyes looking to deny it. It's been in the paint for Ohio State. 24 of their 41 points have come out there. And if not, it's coming from beyond the arc because they've been able to hit all their shots. Illinois is taking 15 threes. They've hit a third of that. And Coleman Hawkins has been the best player with 10. He's knocked down a few triples. And he's had some nice defensive plays as well, but a few costly fouls in there. And the story of the season for Illinois. But I'm looking forward to it. Start of the second half. Here we go. It's Ohio State ball. Suing lobs it up to Opara. Alley-oop, and Ohio State starts right where they left off. It's a 14-point game, just 17 seconds out of the half. And Epps lost his shoe, so we'll have a quick stoppage here. Ooh, we got stepped on there from Thornton. And then Danger just loses track of Opara. We haven't seen Tanner Holden either today. Same with Zed Key, who was injured. Danger backs his way down and gets rejected by Opara. That's the non-aggressiveness of Danger. Just backs and kind of poofs it up when Opara goes up there strong and swats it away. Opara 6'11", Danger 6'9". Suing denied by Matthew Meyer. Blocks galore in the second half. And then there's a foul on Opara, who's been everywhere in the second half. Gets a little too greedy there and fouls Meyer. Minute into the second half. Danger. Spinning up by Meyer. Left wing, Epps. Epps with 20 to shoot. Goes with the right hand. Epps. Top the key, Hawkins. Feeds Danger, who got harassed by Opara. Stepped aside to Gale. Gale Jr. to Opara. Denied! Meyer! He went up and swatted away. Now here come the Illini in transition. Shannon! Missed it. Follow up. Missed it again. Danger on the rebound. Knocked out of his hands. Bodies on the floor. Jump ball to the Illini. Wild scrum. Illinois misses 2 layups. 2. Shannon misses. I mean, as a team, we miss way too many layups. But Danger does a good job to get on the floor and make it a jump ball to give possession back to Illinois. Inbound to Shannon. Shannon far corner. 15 on the shot clock. Shannon backing in on Thornton. Shannon kick. Hawkins top the key 3. Short. Nice rebound. Rogers. And he was held even, so we will get a foul. Already the second in the half for Ohio State. And that's Thornton. Another foul for him. Epps. There it goes to Shannon. Terrence Shannon. Top the key, left wing, Meyer. Fakes the 3. Meyer now crossover dribble, gets the screen. Hawkins fakes the 3 as well. Coleman Hawkins. 5 on the shot clock. Got to make something happen. Step back 2. Got it. His right foot was on the line. Says Cameron Green. And it's a 12-point game once again with 18 to play. Can't trade baskets. We're going to need stops, and we're going to need to get points off those stops. Thornton, heavily guarded, hands it off to Sensabaugh. Now Gale Jr. to Thornton. Thornton's screen from Opara. Thornton. Sensabaugh. Shot faking with the right hand. Fade away. Got it. Ohio State just cannot miss. Hawkins. Meyer. Back to Hawkins. A lot of room. Instead, he pulls up and will kick to Epps. Top the key 3. Rattles in and out. No rebounders. Well, the Illini, barring a miracle, as they already look depleted in the second half, we're going to move to 19-10 as it's swatted out of bounds to Illinois. Another embarrassing performance on the road. Another sluggish performance. But get it all out of the way before tournament time, I guess. Ohio State only averages over 10 turnovers per game. They've already got 9. Epps. 3 minutes into the second. Shannon to Meyer. Meyer works in. Now Rogers. Kick to Hawkins. Hawkins returns the favor for Rogers. And the tip-in's good. Stop needed here for Illinois. Cannot trade baskets. Poke check from Epps. Thornton able to grab it back. Opara. Backdoor Sewin. He missed the layup. Tipped out of bounds by Hawkins. Grab the ball. Stop trying to grab it with one hand and be a hero. Just grab it with two hands. Like Akili, I said Opara, but it was like Akili. He leads the team in assists, and he got some great penetration going downhill there. Inbound Thornton, like Akili. Backs in on Hawkins. Kick, Sensabaugh. Step back three. Missed it. Rogers elevates for another rebound. He's had a lot of those today. Now Epps in transition. Stutter step, darts in, and scores! Jaden Epps, and it's a 10-point game. There's 4 unanswered for Illinois. Sensabaugh spins. There's like Akili one-on-one with Shannon. Kick to the corner. Gale drives baseline on Shannon. Gale back top the key. Sensabaugh fakes the three. Got an open look. Rattles around and back out. Rebound Shannon. Big possession coming up here. Epps drives in. He's shoved to the ground. No call, but the Illini get a rebound. Lobbed all the way over for Meyer, right wing three. He missed it, and it's swatted out to Epps. New possession. Hawkins to Epps. A three! The ref blew the play dead for nothing. Or shot clock, I guess. Brad Underwood's like, why did you blow it dead? Jaden Epps just had a wide open three at the left wing. Oh my goodness, Big Ten refs. Stress me out. I guess we're going to head to the under 16 timeout with that stoppage. They'll get the clock figured out. We're going to take a break as well. Illinois is pulled within 10. A big possession coming up after the break. Welcome back to virtual Columbus, Ohio, where Illinois trails the Buckeyes 45-35 in what is a must-win game. They want any hope of tying for the Big Ten win, which is highly unlikely, but it is possible. So what did they stop the clock for? I don't know. Why did they... Oh. It hit the rim, but it didn't restart. Okay. We got it all figured out. Big possession here, down 10. Points are a must. 2 would make it a 6-0 run. 3 would make it a 7-0 run. Inbound Hawkins. Handed off Shannon. Shannon, shot fake. Drives in with the right hand. He's got the end one! Terrence Shannon Jr. goes up strong. It's an 8-point game with a chance to make it 7 at the line. 6 in a row for the Illini. Shannon, downhill penetration, splits 3 defenders, goes up with the left hand from the right side of the hoop. Not an easy play, but he finishes. Shannon, one of the best free throw shooters of the team at 78%, and he rattles that one home. 7-point game, 45-38 with still 15 and a half to play. In comes Laika Keeley. And there is a missed floater from Sewing, who had an open look. Illinois on the run. Shannon and one! He did it again! Terrence Shannon Jr. goes coast to coast. The Euro step, contact, foul, and the bucket. And he can make it a 4-point game. The Terrence Shannon Show to start the second half. Oh, baby. One shot for Shannon. Illinois looking to push the win streak to 2 and tie Indiana for 3rd in the Big Ten. It's a 4-point game out of nowhere. There's a big Illinois run for you. Illinois has not led since they were up 5-0. McNeil. Brown. Now look out. Thornton leads Ohio State in points today. Taking their sweet time. Now Gale Jr. will walk in, kick it to Brown with 2 to shoot. He scores. And there's some big points from Ohio State. But now Illinois looking to keep the momentum going. Shannon, left wing. Epps slows it down. I think we're better on when we go fast. They have to slow it down here, give everybody a breather. Ohio State now up to 30 points in the paint. It's just Shannon. Shannon wanted Hawkins. Instead, he'll take a white ring 3. Bad shot. Bad miss. Ohio State can make it a double-digit lead again. Or excuse me, can make it a 9-point game again with the 3 ball. Gale wanted to take it. He opts not to. Thornton will. But before the shot, we had a foul on Epps. See, like, we just had that huge run. And then here we come. Oh my God, my hair looks horrible today. We just had that huge run, but then here we come. Give up 1 basket, and then we don't go on fast break anymore. Then we don't go to the hoop anymore. Then we settle for a 3. Like, why do we have to change our play right when another team gets a basket? Keep doing the things that worked for you. Thornton, 13 to shoot. Bruce Thornton in with the right hand on Shannon. Jump stop, kick, like Achilles Sewing. Sewing, jab step. Sewing left wing. Watch the one-on-one as he goes baseline on Meyer. Sewing, shot clock violation. He didn't get it off. Chris Holtmann cannot believe it. Not even close. Big possession here for the Illini. With a 3, they can cut it. We don't need a 3, but with a 3, they can cut it to a 1-point or a 1-score game. Sincere Harris back on the floor for the first time in the second half with Shannon, Meyer, Hawkins, and Rogers. Rogers with the ball, far corner. Rogers around a defender. Rogers spins. Oh my gosh! How is that not a foul? But that's a foul? Or what do we get called? A technical on Eugene Brown. Why, the play was going on. You don't see that too often. Ooh, that was all ball, actually. You just kind of stole. Oh, yeah, there is a little bit of taunting there from Brown, who said a few words. And Rogers will head to the free throw line. He went 1 for 2 on his only 2 attempts today. Has not been to the free throw line all that much this season. 17th in the Big Ten in offensive rebounds, and he has had a majority of Illinois' rebounds today. Oh, no, they're actually going to put Shannon at the line. Their top free throw shooter. Big free throws. Got it. And Illinois will get the ball. 5-point game. 4-point game. Both of them are good from Shannon. And they can put it within 1. On this next possession is Chris Holtmann. There you see him. Can't believe, I mean, he just had 2 horrible mistakes from his guys. The shot clock violation, then a technical. Can't have in these close games, especially when you're struggling. Oh, no, Illinois does not get the ball. It will be Ohio State ball. My bad there. Thornton like Akili, handed off McNeil. Tried to step back, instead got it to Sensabaugh, who'll pull up. Long rebound, grabbed by Hawkins as the 3 is no good. Here come the Illini. Hawkins, Meyer. Meyer left wing. Jabs to the top of the key. Guard by Sewing, lobs it for Shannon. Over to Sincere Harris. Right wing Harris. Directing traffic. Rogers. Top the key, Hawkins. Hawkins fakes the 3. Backs down. Meyer. 8 to shoot. 3 ball. He's fouled. Oh, I thought they called a foul. That was just the arm in the air for 3 on the way. My bad there. Thornton to Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh, like Akili on Meyer. Wanted to pull the trigger. Did not. And Shannon deflects that pass out of bounds. It's back to Ohio State. All the way down 15 at half as Sens pulled it. To a 4-point game as Rogers. Off the floor. I think he's going to be a guy that we'll see down the stretch, hopefully. As Melendez is put back in. Boy, has RJ Melendez really struggled. Only over 5 per game. And McNeil floater good. Sean McNeil, underrated player. It's back up to 6. You got to get these key stops. Terrence Shannon Jr. Still 12 minutes to play. Harris Hawkins. Hawkins taking his time. At that elbow. Now top the key, Shannon. Shannon. Setter steps in. Layup! But no good, but there was an offensive foul. Another offensive foul on Shannon. Second time we've seen that called on him today. We're going to the under 12 timeout. Illinois trying to pull off a miracle, but stupid mistakes like offensive fouls, stupid mistakes like defense, not getting the stops when they need, are going to come back to bite them. Ohio State now can almost put it away with a few big scores because, I mean, it almost feels like we got to score in every possession because Ohio State's going to do the same down the stretch. Illinois-Ohio State gate finish coming up. We're taking another break. It's a 6-point game at the under 12. We return with 11:56 to play. Illinois down 6. It's Ohio State ball. Fun game so far. Hasn't necessarily fallen in the Illini's way, but they're trying to pull off a comeback here today. Sensabaugh. Inbound to Thornton. Big defensive possession, like Achille now. Like Achille. Spinning. Double team Sensabaugh. Works it out. And a far corner three. No good. Defensive rebound, RJ Melendez. He can't score too well, but he can rebound just under 4 per game. Shannon. Sincere Harris. Big possession. Shannon up there with 3 fouls with just over 10 to go. Harris fits into a tight window. It's Hawkins. Hawkins fakes it to Meyer. Now he gets it to him. Kick out. Melendez. Hawkins top the key with 10 to shoot. Melendez swings at Meyer. He wants to go one-on-one. He will go one-on-one. Backdoor. Harris wide open. Laid it in. Sincere Harris. He was sitting in that corner. Read the play nicely. Shoots backdoor. Meyer finds some. 4-point game. 9 minutes into the second. Thornton. Ohio State just kind of playing slow. Only scored 8 second-half points. Sensabaugh backs in on Meyer. Sensabaugh with the left hand. Kick back up high. Thornton. Thornton. One-on-one with 5 to shoot. Does not get the roll. Knocks around the rim a few times. Now bodies go flying to the floor. 3 Illinois players down there. And after a wild scrum, we get a jump ball. Possession to the Buckeyes. Madness here in Columbus in the second half. Thornton, that one just popped up and down on the rim. Couldn't get the fall. Uh-oh, McNeil's back on the floor for Ohio State. He's been trouble for Illinois today as he's been able to hit quite a lot of his shots. Inbound Thornton. Lobs up high. Sensabaugh up to get it over Hawkins. Sensabaugh gets McNeil. McNeil guarded by Melendez again. McNeil step back 3. Look out. But he missed it long. Harris goes up over Sewing for the rebound. Here comes the speedster. Harris, Meyer, jab step. He's in and he scores. Matthew Meyer. A 2-point game. Harris, floor slap. Big defensive possession here for the Illini. Thornton, we're halfway to the second half. Sensabaugh, McNeil, Thornton. Speeds by Harris, who had to foul him to save a bucket. Illinois on a 16-4 run in the last 7 minutes. 6:58 to be exact. Sewing to Thornton. Illinois just cannot get that one stop. Will that trend continue? Gale Jr. McNeil lost the handle, but now's back on it. McNeil steps into a 3. Missed it long again. Offensive board Sewing, and he put it back up and in. Rebounds. It's going to come down to that. Offensive board there from Sewing. 51-47, 9.5 to play. Rogers Melendez right wing. Meyer slips open top the key. Missed the 3. Rebound McNeil. Uh-oh. Gale Jr. Like Achille. Not a situation Illinois wanted to be in after they pulled within 2 like Achille. He stepped out of bounds. Ball to Illinois. Turnover number double digits something. Ohio State's a lot of them today. Yeah, that's clear as day. I saw that from this TV angle. It's a long ways away here from the court. At Value City Arena, Chris Holtmann wants a timeout, and we will get it. 51-47. We're going to take a break. Timeout, Buckeyes. Illinois trying to pull off a comeback in Columbus. We're back a little early here at this break because I wanted to cover what we've seen on the score sheet so far today. Look Goody has not scored. 1 block, and that's the only number. All the other numbers are zeros for him. We've barely seen him play. I mean, obviously, he did miss the first 23 games of the season after injuring himself in the scrimmage versus Kansas. But that's trying to ease him back into things. Sensabaugh's got double digits. Sewings only has 8. Opar only has 4. But Thornton, he's got 13. Gale Jr.'s only has 2 points, but he's been nice on defensively. McNeil and Brown both with 7. While I like Akili. He's been a good defender today when Danger's been in, but he's yet to score. And like Akili's also done a nice job assisting, and he's the team's assist leader, so that's just kind of what he does. Only scores 4 points per game. So I mean he averages more assists than he does points per game. So I mean, nothing wrong with what you've seen from him today. Hawkins leads Illinois with 12. They've got 3 guys in double digits. Meyer with 11. Shannon with 10. Rogers and Harris with 7 combined off the bench. Melendez has also gotten 2. Down the stretch we go, though, in Columbus. This is... You know you're a good team when you can win. Close games. Illinois struggled winning close games this season. Can they change that today? Trailing by 4. 9:09 to go, which feels like an eternity. Quick little floor sweep and we're ready to go. Illinois ball. 3 would make it a 1-point game. Rogers will bring it up. Back in there with Harris, Melendez, Hawkins, Shannon. Shannon playing with 3 fouls. Rogers right wing. Darts into the free throw line. Rogers some fancy dribbling. Got toward the bucket. Now backs down on Sewing. Rogers put himself in a hole and just has to dart it back out to Melendez. Swung around Hawkins. Now Shannon. Shannon, 5 to shoot. 1-on-1. Left it short. Rebound Hawkins. And a beauty. Melendez. Harris. Huge rebound Hawkins. Terrence Shannon left wing. Coleman Hawkins far corner. All the way over to this side. Harris for 3. Too strong. There's a defensive rebound for the Buckeyes. I don't know if Harris is the guy you want taking that 3. Sewing in transition. Gale for 3. Up on Harris. No. Hawkins elevates for another rebound. Pushing it. Up the left side. Hawkins. Now we'll slow things up. Hawkins backing down. On McNeil. Coleman. Hawkins. Now in the double team. He evades them. And put it off the glass and in. 2-point game once again. The patience of Coleman Hawkins on display there. And excuse me. I think this has been one of Hawkins' best games of the season. He hasn't made many stupid errors. Scored 14 points and some nice rebounds, but there's a better backdoor cut for McNeil, and a 2-hand slam. Back up to 4. Lockdown defense, you're going to need it. The offense has done pretty nice in the second half. But the defense is where it's at. Going toward the bucket, Rogers got double teamed on the baseline. Had to get it out to Melendez in the near corner. Now Shannon in with the right hand. Traveled. Where did they see it travel? I don't know. Nevertheless, we're going to the under 8 timeout. That could have made it a 2-point game again with the slam, but before it was a Shannon travel. Ohio State's ball when we come back, as Illinois just cannot quite get that one key stop or that one key score. We're back right after this. Under 8 timeout, the second half. Crunch time in Columbus. Hey, welcome back. Under 8 timeout. Half number 2. Illinois trailed by 15 at the break. Excuse me, 12 at the break. Since pushed it to a 4-point deficit. But just cannot get that one key stop or that one key bucket. Illinois offensive rebounds has been key. They've had 7 this half. Aside from Ohio State, 2. They only have 1 in the first half, did Illinois, on the offensive glass. But they're still trailing. 11 fast break points in the game for Illinois. They've been better when they've been able to speed things up. Because it gets Ohio State tired. But if you're conditioned enough to feel we can be, I mean, then you're fine. Here comes Thornton. Suing. Gale, wide open path to the bucket. Off the window, but he missed the layup short. Melendez pushing. Left it for Hawkins. Hawkins with the right hand. Now Shannon. Top the key, works in with the left hand. Shannon. Hawkins. Long 3 ball. No, that's a foul. Yes, indeed. You cannot be complaining, Isaac, like Akili. He shoved Rogers out of bounds, and that's the great call by the official who was standing right on top of it to give Illinois first possession. On Ohio State's 6th foul, Illinois almost in the 1-and-1. I mean, he shoved Rogers out of bounds. That's not even close. Epps, Shannon. Need points. Shannon, Epps. Corner 3. Yeah, baby! Jaden Epps. And it's a 1-point game. 53-52. 6:40 to play. Sensabata suing. Thornton. Path on the left hand. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound. Suing. He's on the floor like Achille Pygale Jr. Swing it. Whistle away from the ball. Jaden Epps. Open look. Drained it. Shannon's got 4. Most recently, a foul away from the ball. Telling Brad Underwood to keep him in the game. Suing backing down on Rogers. Missed the initial try, but then the follow-up is good. As everybody just got caught standing around there. 3-point game, it's still a 1 score. We need stops. And scores. Epps Melendez. Fix the handoff, and now we'll give it to Rogers. Epps, top the key. Epps screen from Hawkins. Epps. Another 3-ball. Missed it. Tipped back to the Buckeyes. 2-on-1. Sensabaugh. 2-score game once again. Poster. Sports Center top 10. Now Illinois pushing it. Rogers. Oh, are you kidding me? That's outrageous! Meyer is pushed to the ground. He falls into the crowd, and yet we do not get a whistle. Are you serious? It was a 1-point game, a silly turnover, well, a bad 3 from Epps, and then a defensive rebound. We can't get back on D. And then Myers tripped into the crowd. Melendez throws the ball to him. I don't know why he threw it to him, but he did. No foul call. Thornton. Bruce Thornton. Sensabaugh. Got it. That's your ball game. It's a 7-point game with 5 minutes, and I think it's nothing but over. Illinois was within 1. 6 in a row. Timeout! Fighting Illini! Illinois was within 1 point. They're now down 7 after Ohio State went on a 6-0 run in like 15 seconds. Sensabaugh slam. Sensabaugh jumper. In the 19-9, Illinois Fighting Illini, 10-7 in the Big Ten, are going to lose to the 11-17 Buckeyes, 3-14 in the Big Ten. Can't win in the tournament if you can't beat teams like this. Meyer. Epps. Works it back to the far corner. 10 to go. He drives. Epps. Rogers. Fouled. 2 shots coming for Ty Rogers. He needs them. On the season, Rogers is a 31% free throw shooter. But a small sample size, he missed the first one. Not even close. I mean, like, it almost was an air ball. It almost was an air ball. I'm not even kidding. I say that a lot, but that literally, like, it had no elevation on it. He completely rushed it. Second one's good. 6-point game. If Ohio State scores here in any way, shape, or form, tap out because it's over. You got to get a stop. That's a great defensive play by Epps to keep those feet moving, guarding Thornton. Thornton on the left hand drives, and that's ball game. Thornton just chucks it up and somehow gets it to go. That's just the story of the season for Illinois because everybody just has to have career games against us. Meyer to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to spin out of Sewing, instead just has to give it back to Meyer. Meyer, you know what he's going to do. No, he didn't take a three. Instead, he gets it to Melendez, who nearly stepped out of bounds. Instead, gets it to Rogers. He missed the layup. Hawkins is being held, and they say it's out of bounds on him. What are we doing, Big Ten officials? Outrageous. It's an 8-point game. It was a 1-point game. 7-0 run. Or not 7-0. We got 1 point in there, but other than that, 8-1, I guess. Bucket and foul! I'm done with this team! I'm sick and tired of it. You were within 1. Timeout, Illinois. As about 5 minutes ago, the Illini were up, or we're down 1. It's since been like an 11-1 Buckeyes run. They're up 10, and they can make it 11. What happened? What was working? Here's what was working. Getting layups, not letting Meyer chuck up threes. That's what was working. So do what was working in these last 3 minutes and at least show that you know how to play basketball a little bit, because I'm not buying it right now. It's disgraceful. Unbelievable. You wouldn't think it's possible to play that poor after you were within 1. Within 1! Like, I don't know how Brad Underwood hasn't beat up one of his players, because that's what I would be doing. Like, his job's on the line. I don't blame any of this on Brad Underwood. His players are just, well, I guess it's either our players don't know what works and they won't do that. It's like, do what was working to make us go on that 16-4 run to push us within one. We were moving the ball. We were getting toward the rim. Do it again. Free throw's good. 11-point game. 3:55 to go. Here's Shannon. Illinois has not led since 5-0. They were looking like they were going to, but then just could not get some stops. Shannon, pocket picked. Shannon being grabbed. No foul. Big Ten refs are outrageous. Shannon to Melendez. Shot fake. Drive. Melendez off balance. Gets the roll. And one. And that's an impressive play from RJ Melendez. Trying to get those 3 points right back. He's got 4 today. Three on the clock. Free throw good from RJ Melendez. Melendez shoots almost 80% from the line. Top on the team. Full court press for Illinois. Ohio State breaks it. Thornton. We need stops. 8-point game, 3:20 to go. Bruce Thornton. Guarded by Meyer. Screen. He's now guarded by Rogers. Thornton trying to put it away. There's Gale Jr. Beats Hawkins to the bucket. Like a Keeley. Poked away. Here's Meyer in transition. Matthew Meyer. Oh, what's he doing? He tried to pass it through 3 guys when he needed to slow it up. And points there would have been huge. Off a turnover. Ridiculous. That's what it is. Ridiculous. Meyer's horrible. I'm sick of watching him. Suing now. Bad defense from Meyer. What are you doing, Matthew Meyer? I'm done with him. Instead, it's Shannon and now Hawkins. Meyer has it. What's he going to do? He didn't chuck it. Instead, Hawkins might. Nope, Hawkins is good. He fell. What? Shannon, oh my goodness. We just need this game to get over. Because Illinois basketball right now is disgracing Champaign, Illinois. They're disgracing Brad Underwood's. They're disgracing Josh Whitman. Shannon just fouled out. They are disgracing all these fans who actually took the time and money to travel to Columbus. And I'm done. Here's Thornton. Thornton suing. Justice suing, being harassed by... I mean... 1-1 coming up for Ohio State. Here's Suey. Free throw good. And it's a 12-point game, in which Illinois was within 1 at about the 5-minute mark. Epps is fouled here. Ohio State is 11-17. First free throw good from Epps. Next one, make it a 10-point game. Epps knocks it down. 10 points, Suing to inbound. Gets it into Gale Jr. He's got all day to work with. Thornton breaks the press. Lobbed up Sensabaugh. 10-second violation. I thought Sensabaugh broke it in, or Thornton broke it in time. He did not. With 1:30 to go, it's a 10-point game. Turnover number 14 for Ohio State. Luke Goody is in for Illinois. A few times we've seen him today. Melendez, Epps. Pull up right wing 3. Missed it. Defensive rebound. I mean, I guess it's still a game if you make that 3, but now it's not. Timeout Ohio State. I'm going to end the stream early. And I might delete it. I made a fool of myself. I know that. But I also do know that Illinois is a team not to take seriously. Don't invest your money in them. Because they're just in... I mean, it's hard. They lose to an 11-17 Ohio State. I'm just going to stream the rest of it for the heck of it. We're at a timeout anyway. Buckeyes have made all 6 of their last 6 field goal attempts. And they've got them rocking in Columbus. They're going to win for the first time in 9 games. Illinois will not be able to win the Big Ten. It would have been a far stretch anyway, as that one's heaved all the way down to Thornton. Thornton, timeout Illinois. It's not a game. Let it be over. Let it soak in. Let your guys live out there. Oh, no, it was an Epps foul. I was going to say, don't call a timeout. It's already over. Let your guys feel that. Let them feel that embarrassment, because that's what this is. You're 19-9. They're 11-17. In no way possible can you look them over. And even if you do, you can't lose to them because they're horrible. Goody, a turnaround three, he misses. Defensive rebound suing. Let the clock tick down. Full court heave, Gale Jr. slam. It was a 1-point game. That's all I can say. The refs and everybody are acting like it's still a game. And to get the clock figured out, like 3 seconds is going to make a difference. 2 games ago, Brad Underwood said that this is a program in the right direction. He said that we have all the talent to go all the way. I don't think a team that goes all the way can beat number 2 Texas way back when, number 4 UCLA, and put up this showing against Ohio State. Sluggish from the start, came out firing in the second half, got within 1. But if you don't start fast, you can't finish fast. Another 1-1 for Ohio State. Thornton rattles at home. Two for two. For the first time in 9 games, Ohio State will win. They beat the 19-9 Illinois, who now has double-digit losses. 19-9. Today, the state of Illinois had the world crash down on them in embarrassment. Whether you're an Illinois fan or not, the direction that college basketball is going in, and the direction that Illinois basketball is going in, is something that you cannot look at in any good way. One final whistle. One final inbound. And we're going to call it good. Ohio State knocks off Illinois. 72-60. Illinois will not be ranked in the AP poll again for the rest of the season. They will be an 8th seed at the very best. And they will not be able to win the Big Ten. They will not be tied for 3rd in the Big Ten. Instead, they will be tied for 4th. Make that 5th. 19-10. That record gets you nowhere in life. Winners win. Babies don't win. Illinois beaten every way, shape, and form of the game today against Ohio State. A 72-60 final from Columbus. And after probably my worst play-by-play performance, I want to say goodbye with all the emotions in the world, all the questions in the world on Illinois basketball. I'd rather have Matthew Meyer lead the program than I would Sky Clark. I can't watch him play anymore. Brad Underwood is doing everything he can, but his players just do not know the game well enough. They can't get their minds in it. They can't perform well enough. That's the story. Illinois to 19-10. They lose 72-60 in Columbus.